it. Keep in mind though, if you are sitting in the first 3 rows, it's zones, so keep that in mind. Thanks folks, just to remind us as well, at the start of that presentation today, we ask please that...
Hello Noha. Hello.
Presentation today folks, we're going to ask you please remain in your seats, then I'll speak to you and we're going to move you out in the COVID safe manner, moving you out section by section. We'll have our top gate open, we'll have our bottom gate open, so we'll have section 1 followed by section 2 and lastly section 3. Thank you, sit back, won't be long and enjoy the presentation. Thank you.
Enjoy the presentation. Enjoy. With closed eyes.
For the wild. I'm Keeper Paul. During the month of April, we're celebrating Red Energy Zoo Month. Red Energy is the supporter of taroonga seals for the wild. Isn't he gorgeous? How about a big welcome for Abel, everyone? If you swim at some of our lovely Sydney beaches, or you travel in Sydney Harbour, it's not unusual to see this species, a New Zealand fur seal, or more recently, long-nosed fur seal. Now, Abel was rescued from the wild, taken to our wildlife hospital, but then put under the care of our department supervisor, Ree. And Ree is out the front demonstrating what is known as thermoregulation, or what we call sailing. Now, you and I at some time today may perspire, and that's how we as humans cool down. Seals are covered in thick fur coats and sometimes blubber, but for them to cool down, what they do is put a hairless part of their body above the water and allows the heat to escape through there.
Look at them.
Isn't he gorgeous? Already you can see the strong relationship that has been built between Abel and Ree, in fact all of our trainers and seals, which is important as you'll see in this afternoon's presentation. Now he is a fur seal. Fur seals have 2 layers of fur and they can overheat even when they're in the water. So putting their flipper above the water allows the heat to escape through there, and it's believed when Abel was initially in our care, a whistle was blown and a fish fed soon afterwards. He started to understand that the whistle to be very precise in their communication. Now you may even see on Abel's left hand side he's got a little scar. Reese brought him out of the pool so you can have a look. Abel came to us as a youngster in 2019, found in Botany Bay here in Sydney, after an attack by a common yet not often seen animal called a cookie cutter shark. Cookie cutters grab a marine animal like a seal pup or a dolphin or a whale, twist itself and tear out a plucked piece of flesh. That keeps them alive, but sometimes it leaves the other animal in a poor state of health. Our veterinary staff in our wildlife hospital work hard to release these animals back again as quick as we can. At least because he was so young and he lost his skills in hunting and socialising with the other seals, which is also really important. So I think he's done pretty well to start things off. What do you think? Thanks, Abel. As the name suggests, of course, they're found in New Zealand, but breed down the south coast of New South Wales, all the way down to Tasmania, and across the southern part of our country, the southwest Australia. Nice types of seals. His name's Diego. What about a big, loud welcome for Diego?
Diego. South American hola.
Diego.
That's a pretty cool name, isn't it? Well, Diego was named after the city San Diego because there's a big population of Californian sea lions that live there. Now, Diego was born in a zoo in Europe, transferred to right now. This is called Husbandry. It occurs right around the zoo each morning before the zoo opens. It's where we as keepers train the animals to cooperate in their daily health care. Getting the animal to open their mouth, always check his oral and dental health too, which is just what behind protected contact. If you're ever lucky enough to see a seal in the wild, certainly don't get up as close as Ree is with Diego right now. A lot of work has to go into gaining the trust of the animal, just so that Diego understands that what Ree's asking for is not unreasonable.
Wow.
Animals are really good at hiding or masking injuries and illnesses, so it's up to us to locate them. Ree's giving Diego a reassuring scratch, but at the same time pressing Diego in certain parts of his body. If he was to flinch, that could indicate to us that there's something that we may need to look into. And if we find something unusual, we may need to prepare the animal for a procedure, like an ultrasound. Getting Diego in a position like this means that we can also practice ultrasounding or x-raying animals, and doing this with a shoebox with cords coming out of it means if the real procedure is necessary, we don't stress out or frighten the animals at all. It's part of the ongoing care of these absolutely precious animals.
Oh, is he gonna jump from there?
And of course, as a Californian sea lion, he's about 8 years of age. Everyone, that's Diego.
Yay!
Thanks, Diego. Thanks, Reed.
Oh, that's...
They're pretty fast moving, aren't they, in a way? Because often our males do distract each other. But right now, I'd like to introduce you to Murphy. How about a big welcome to Murphy, everyone?
Hey!
Hey, Murph. Now, I think I've forgotten to bring out a net from out the back. Steph's got it? Fantastic. Well, seals are such quick swimmers that they can actually catch their prey really quickly. Sometimes, however, they have been observed following fishing boats and trawlers, tearing off a piece of netting and then thrashing that piece of netting around. Means the seal, which is a very opportunistic hunter, very clever and curious, can shake free any fish that have been caught in that net. See what I mean so far, right? This does occur in the wild, and of course it's enough to frustrate the fishermen, but it's also enough to put the seal in great danger, because the seal has obviously turned that piece of netting into a piece of marine debris. Life for a seal in the wild isn't always easy, and human impact is often one of their biggest challenges.